Well, today we're going to look at a wireless microphone from Maono. It's actually the first time I've actually reviewed anything from Maono, and I would like to thank Maono for sending this product out to me. No, they do not sponsor this video. No, they did not tell me what to say. No, they do not get to see this video before it's released, and they have no input at all on it. But this video does have a sponsor, and let's hear from them now. And today's video is sponsored by Artlist and Artgrid, where you can get thousands of royalty-free and copyright-free music and video clips for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and even all of your commercial projects as well. And once you download a song, it's yours to use forever. Click my link below to get an extra 2 months on your subscription. So what we're looking at today is the Maono, the WM820. It is a wireless microphone system. It operates at 2.4 gigahertz, and you get the transmitter and the receiver. Right now I'm using my Canon M50. I've got the receiver plugged into it. Everything that you're hearing right now is going to be from this microphone. So a quick little audio test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's my chair. That's not me, I promise. Man, I need to oil this chair. Now, some of the quick specs about this is it takes about 2 hours to charge this. It has a USB Type-C port for the receiver and also the transmitter. It takes about 2 hours to give it a full charge. It has a 360 milliamp hour battery installed in each. And the working time is about 6 hours for each, the transmitter and also for the receiver. Now, one of the nice things is that the receiver also has a headphone jack, so if you want to live listen into what your talent's doing, that's a great thing. Now, it also says that it broadcasts up to 165 feet. I'm not going to test that, and I'm going to tell you why. Yes, there's a lot of YouTube videos out there that will show range tests for wireless systems. I don't believe that anything that's I'm not going to shoot a video with talent or with myself at 150 feet, 160 feet, 200 feet away from the camera. That's just not feasible. It's not really realistic. What I'm going to first do now, like I said, I'm using the inbuilt microphone on the transmitter. I've got it hooked up to my shirt. And let's just do a quick little self-noise test just to see what the noise floor is. Now, one of my lights here in the studio actually has a fan built in, so that's going to be running. So let's see if it'll pick it up. But I'm going to be real quiet and let's just see its self-noise. So that should be good enough to give us a good idea of what the self-noise of this is. Now, what comes inside the box, you get both the transmitter, you get the receiver, you get the charging cables, and a nice thing also is that it comes with a dead cat. Now, yes, there is one transmitter with the system, but they do supply 2 dead cats with this Maono, which is very nice, because if you happen to break one or you misplace one, you can very easily just replace it with this other one. So when you have some extra stuff that comes with it, that's always really nice. Also comes with 2 USB Type-C cables for charging, so you can charge them into a charging hub or whatever the case may be. But like I said, it takes about 2 hours. And they also include a lapel microphone. And what I want to do now is I want to switch over to this lapel and see how does the lapel microphone sound. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and plug in the lapel microphone into here and then clip it onto my shirt. So testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm really curious to see, does the lapel microphone sound better than the inbuilt microphone? Because, you know, with a lot of these wireless audio systems, when you're looking at them, the internal microphone can sound pretty good at times, but then there's other times where it actually sounds better with the lapel microphone. So I'm just really curious to see one versus the other. So a quick little audio test, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now I'm also going to do a self-noise test with their included lapel microphone. So hopefully the only whirring sound that we heard, hopefully, is going to be from the studio light here from its built-in fan. I'm kind of curious. I haven't listened to it yet, so I need to stick it into the computer and kind of listen to what it sounds like in post. But I'm not going to do anything to the audio at all. So what you're going to hear, and everything that you've been hearing so far, has been unprocessed, untouched. It is strictly raw audio. What I do have on my Canon M50, I've got the levels knocked down to -12 dB, so that should give us a good starting point for both the inbuilt microphone of the transmitter and also with this lapel microphone. Now, if for some reason it's a little bit hotter or a little bit too quiet, you do have a volume knob on the receiver that you can boost up and boost down, which is very nice because I've actually done that with this setup with the Canon M50. I actually knocked it down on the receiver end. There is a mute function on this, so if you just quickly just tap on the side here where it says mute, you can actually mute the audio, and well, let's just see what that sounds like. And now I'm going to unmute it. Hopefully there's not too much of a crackling noise. Sometimes when you mute a microphone, you'll hear a pop. I'm kind of curious to see if we hear a pop with this at all. But it is a nice little product from Maono. I like the fact that it's very discreet in its size because, you know, it's really funny because when we look at some of the UHF wireless systems that were out there for a while, they were big, they were bulky, and now they're getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and it's all from the advent of the Rode Wireless Go system and now the Go 2, and now you have all these other companies that are really starting to miniaturize their wireless microphone systems, which I think is a great thing because the smaller that it can get, the better. Now, can you clip this onto your collar like I had mine earlier? Sure you can. But, you know, it does look a little bit awkward when you have this hanging off of your shirt and it's starting to pull down your shirt, and it kind of reminds you of that one laundry detergent commercial where the guy's collar's like all wrinkled and bent down. It looks like he's had a weight sitting on it and has stretched it out. That's one of the things I like about these small wireless kits is that they're very compact. Yes, you can still put this up on your collar. Now, for me personally, this is something that I think that I would use with the external lapel microphone just because I think it's a little bit more discreet. You can tuck the microphone, you can tuck the cable underneath the talent shirt, take this, clip it onto their belt or onto their side of their pants or onto the pocket of their pants, and you're good to go as long as they don't touch the mute button. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this into the computer, see how it sounds between the internal microphone built in on this and then also with the included lapel microphone, see how the audio sounds, and then I'll give you my final thoughts about this Maono WM820. Nice little system so far. Well, after listening to the audio on the computer, I can definitely tell you that I'm very impressed with this Maono wireless microphone. Gets 2 thumbs up for me. As always, product links in the description below so you can check it out for yourself. Thank you, Maono, for sending this to me, and I'll catch you in the next review. And by the way, the studio is about to be done, and when it's completely done, then I'll do a studio tour. I've got so many lights in here right now from these light manufacturers from different companies that have sent me products for me to review. A lot of them are really great. There's been a couple of ones that are, but we won't talk about them. But the studio is almost done. There's one more thing that I'm waiting on that I'm getting custom made, and it's going to be right behind me up on this wall. And once that's in here and I clean up just a little bit of the clutter that's in here, then I'll do a little studio tour so everybody can kind of see this is what it looks like. This is what the room looked like before I started, and this is what it looks like now. And the distance I am from the microphone, how large the room is or how small the room is, depending on your idea of small and large. But I'll be doing that video pretty soon. I wonder how the proximity effect. Could I stand around, walking around with a microphone like this? Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She sells by the seashore.